Welcome on. Well, I'm sorry. Hello, everybody. I'm SoulSeekerXX, and today I'm gonna do another my first top 10 video. This video is nostalgia based, but also kind of viewed on everything else. So So this is a top 10 list on top 10 Fortnite locations, Fortnite named locations. So yeah, I'm not gonna fit everything in here since I already know there's way more than 10. There's probably 10 on the map. Actually, no, there's way more than that. It's like 12. But yeah, let's do this. At number 10, the lowest spot is Dusty Depot. This place has trash loot, but it's nostalgia based. But honestly, the only thing that's good about this is the visitor warehouse, which by far has the most loot. But yeah, nothing spectacular. So next pick. Okay, so number 9 is Fatal Fields. Now so I might be a little harsh in this location, mostly because, well, I die there a lot, but also the fact that Fatal Fields is literally about to be removed. So, yeah. Also, just so you know, Pandora will not be on this list. It's a named location, but it's also part of another named location. So, yeah. But Fatal Fields is basically I'm good at Fatal Fields, but the only way I die there is a corn, which is why its successor, the other field, the second best fields thing, which in my opinion is better, is going on top. But yeah, Fatal Fields, a good location, just wasn't meant to be, in my opinion at least. Ow, what the heck was that? Okay, so number 8, we have Salty Springs. Now this place I didn't mind at first, but then after it became hot, after Tilted Towers got removed, I absolutely hated it. I did not want to come there ever again, and the only reason I would come there is to try and get kills, but I always get killed first. So yeah, not much explaining to do. Besides that, it has okay loot, but I guess it's just an OD location, so I'm kind of sick of it. Anyway, moving on to number 7, we have Paradise Palms. This location, I didn't really have a liking to until Pandora entered the scene, but that's not on the list because it's really small and it's barely a named location. But besides that, Paradise Palm has good loot, a bunch of rifts, amongst other things, and that's pretty much it. Number 6, I guess. Okay, so number 6, we have a shocking one. I have the volcano. Now, I liked this place when I was in the game for the short time it was, but I always thought that Pleasure Plant was better, mostly because it had way more loot, and it was an easier looting spot. Also, the fact that the one thing I hated about the volcano is that those geysers in the middle were basically impossible. Because there was a chest on top of the volcano that you opened, it was aiming directly at the geysers. So you needed to build a platform, except most of the time I didn't have mats, so I lost like a minigun or even a gold pump in there. You can imagine how mad I was. Yeah, so number 5. This is short though. Okay, so number 5 we have Anarchy Acres. I always liked this a bit more than Fatal Fields, even though I never played in it. I actually did play in it. I played in it like before it got removed because my brother used to play in the OG days, and I played for like a few matches. I didn't really start playing Fortnite for real until Season 6, but that's for another story. But Anarchy Acres was basically a better version of Fatal Fields. While people think Fatal Fields is better, I just don't like it because of the corn. Like, you can just hide in there, and if the circle stays in Fatal Fields, and particularly in the corn, you can just hide there, and no one will come after you. Like, no one will even think that you're there. Yeah, but Yeah, Anarchy Acres, all white landing spot, didn't have that great loot. I just like it better than Fatal Fields. Alright, well, yeah, number 4. Okay, number 4, we have Pressure Plant. I like this place a lot, mostly because it just was good. I mean, it had better loot than the volcano. Okay, it didn't have better loot than the volcano, but it had more loot than the volcano. Especially since, you didn't have a gold pump or a gold minigun. Or sometimes a purple minigun. But what they did have was a bunch of burst SMGs, some ARs, and even some blue pumps or some combats. But, yeah, besides that, nothing much. Just better than the volcano, in my opinion. Alright, number 3, we have Lazy Lagoon. I always liked this better than Lazy Links, because Lazy Links was way too populated. Like, way too overpopulated. If less people went there, I would land there. I land at Lazy Lagoon, not as much as I used to in Season 8, mostly because Pressure Plant kind of took all of that stuff over, and Retail World coming back, it came back, but, I actually kind of like this place. It has okay loot, not as much as Season 8 Lazy Lagoon, but Season 10 Lazy Lagoon doesn't have as much loot anymore, but it's still good. Also, I drop here way more than the number 1 spot, if you're wondering, which, yeah. Okay, number 2, we have Zombie Retail Row. If you're wondering why Zombie Retail Row, I mean Season 10 Retail Row. And if you're wondering why, it's just I could get more kills there because I can manipulate the zombies to fight other people. Also, the zombies are good because if they're not going after you, you see them going in a straight line, so you can identify where that person is. So, yeah, free kills at Retail Row. Yeah. Now, we have some honorable mentions, since number 1's a bit crazy. Now, first honorable mention is Tilted Towers. Well, actually, all the Tilteds. Everyone's probably freaking out in the comments right now, but before you pull out your pitchforks and try and find me, which you won't, I never liked Tilted Towers. I know I'm a monster, but I never liked Tilted Towers. It was just way too hot for me, kind of like how Lazy Links was. I just didn't like it. The only reason I dropped there is to try and get kills, but like Lazy Links, I just never got them. But anyway, second honorable mention is, well, quite frankly, the most done dirty place in Fortnite history, Greasy Grove. This place was amazing. Even though it didn't have that great loot, it was always there. Yeah, plus it was a good looting spot to get a good dropping spot to really get your sights set on there. But, yeah. And we're on second honorable mention already, but, yeah. Okay. So down to the last 3 honorable mentions. Okay, so honorable mention number 3. We have the one and only Polar Peak. This place is garbage. And I'm not talking about old Polar Peak. That place was amazing. I'm talking about now Polar Peak. It really doesn't, like, most of the snow biomes shouldn't even be in a game anymore. I mean, the only places that should be in a game now is Happy Hamlet and Shifty Shafts. And even then, Shifty Shafts is the only reason it's part of the snow biome because it got hit by snow. But I digress. Polar Peak is just not that good, not that bad. It barely has any loot, but you can find one vending machine there if you're lucky. Okay, so honorable mention number 4, we have the one, the only, the most just decimated spots ever, and most beaten to the ground spots ever. We have Frosty Flights. This place got done dirty so hard. It has bad loot. The only reason people went there was because of the planes. When those got vaulted, they were bowlers. When those got vaulted, they were hoverboards. And I'm guessing they're gonna destroy the hoverboards now. I actually like the hoverboards. Please keep them epic. But, yeah, not much to say for Frosty Flights. honorable, dishonorable, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so the last honorable mention before number 1, we have, well, I was kind of shattered when it got destroyed. It was, you know, it was, believe it or not, Dusty Divot. This place was good. This place was good. It was okay. I mean, Dusty Divot had less loot than, like, it had less loot in season 9 than it did in season 8 and any of the seasons before that. But honestly, Dusty Divot was a good place to get mats, especially with all the trees everywhere. And it kind of broke my heart when it got replaced with that hard garbage we called Dusty Divot. Called Dusty Depot. But I digress. Anyway, number 1. Okay, at number 1 we have Moisty Mire. And I'm not talking about OG Moisty Mire. I'm talking about film set Moisty Mire. That place has way more loot and had way more materials. This place was amazing. Like, some people say that Tilted Tower should be there, but I had no real feelings for Tilted. Like, to be honest, Tilted was basically the most overrated spot that I've ever heard in Fortnite, besides Lazy Links and maybe a little bit Polar Peak. But, yeah. Well, that was my list. Hope you enjoy. If you disagree, or if one of your favorite spots didn't get on here, just comment down below. I will be doing a top 10 unnamed Fortnite locations, but for now, we will stick with this, okay? Yep. See you later, alligator.